What's up, y'all? How are you? This is Nina Perez, and I am so glad you are here. I wanted to talk to you about, you know, doing something new in your life because a lot of you have been talking to me about wanting to start your own coaching businesses and how you are afraid of your 9 to 5 and all that stuff. And, how your 9 to 5 must become your little warm little blanket. But let's be real, okay? A lot of us are looking for new strategies and new ways of doing things. And so I wanted to come on here and just give you a really quick 555 clarity method that for you, all of you aspiring coaches out there who really want to create your own coaching business and are trying to figure out how the do I do this, right? Because there's a lot to do. And what happens is that a lot of us get discouraged, or we just don't know where to start or what to do. But what you need is really just a method, a plan, a system, a chef. That's a chef. That's because I'm a chef by trade. A coach that's going to be there for you and actually guide you through this. Because clarity in this part sometimes gets a little bit off. Like, have you ever been wanting to go to the gym, especially for those of you who are not like big time workout people, right? You want to go to the gym, you want to work out, you go without a plan, you don't know what you're doing, because that's what happens to me. And so I had to get an app that kind of has my workout in it, because if I don't, I'll go to the gym, I'll go on the treadmill, and then I'll leave because I have no plan. And then when I don't have a plan, I get discouraged. When I get discouraged, I don't want to go to the freaking gym, right? And so I wanted to make sure that you understood that all you need is somebody to hold you accountable for all that you're doing, right? For somebody to be there for you and support you, but also clarity on what it is you're doing, especially as an aspiring coach. And a lot of the women that I have been speaking to, I mainly speak to women. This is a strategy that's going to help you transition from that corporate job or that 9 to 5 or that 9 to 9 that you have, and to gain clarity over what it is maybe that you want to coach in, because maybe you don't know what you want to coach in, right? And so some of us walk around here just being confused or acting confused about what it is we want to do. And really, what you need is to have a purpose, something that is that you can utilize all of your wisdom to create this coaching business, to have wealth in your life, so that you're not afraid, right? So I wanted to talk to this future coach, right? I know that you're probably feeling overwhelmed and you're feeling like, what the frig? And how am I going to do this? How am I going to start a coaching business? Blah, blah, blah. Like, first of all, I always tell all of the women in my program, never, ever leave your 9 to 5. Never leave your 9 to 5 at first, because you're still learning. And coaching is not what these people out here trying to tell you, that you're going to have a coaching business, you're going to get your coaching certification, and once soon as you build it, they will come. That's bullshit. No, they won't. The truth is you have to become a master marketer, right? And this is the things that people don't tell you, how much work you're going to have to put into this and how much you're going to have to learn, because you have to learn about systems. You have to learn about putting your ads together. You have to learn about funnels and automation. You have to learn about all of that. Okay. But I want to give you a strategy for a game changer, for you to at least start to develop what it is you want to do. I've been doing this for years, and I know that these women have seen transformation in their life, have started their coaching businesses, are growing and expanding and feeling excited. And that is what I want to give to you. So this clarity method is simple. Okay. Now, when I have you in my coaching program, it is a little bit more in depth. Okay. But this is for you to have something that you can start with right now. All right. That you can do right this minute. Okay. Here's how. Go grab a pen and a piece of paper. And for the next like 10 to 15 minutes, I'm just going to go through this with you. I talk really fast. Okay. So it's going to be the next few minutes to unlock this coaching superhero that you have inside of you, that you haven't tapped into yet, or thinking about tapping into, or just starting and don't really know. Okay. So we are going to start writing this 555 method. Okay. This is super simple. All right. So you're going to write down 5 skills that you are mastering or have mastered in your corporate or leadership role, in your career. Okay, you're going to write this down. I'm going to give you an example. I've been a chef for over 20 years, and I've opened and ran my own businesses, closed them, was a director of a multi-million dollar, organization for their culinary operations. I have done a lot of consulting on the side. I've helped restaurants, all that great stuff, right? Here's what I've learned about me, though. I am a damn good leader. Okay. And I know systems and I know how to put things together. I know how to time manage. I know all of that kind of stuff. So maybe I'm not teaching people exactly right now culinary. Okay. I do it on the side, but I don't do it right now in my coaching business. In my coaching business, I'm teaching women to bring out their wisdom to create the wealth they want and to create their own freaking businesses. Okay. And so I want to be brutally honest with you. And I want you to be brutally honest with yourself, right? What are you truly exceptional at? And don't look at just the little minutiae things. Look at the whole picture. I am a very good leader and I love to lift leaders, right? That's one of the things I love is planning the next leader, helping that leader grow and expand and be big. And I love entrepreneurs. That's just like my thing. It's always been my thing, right? I've always had a side gig, a side business, a business, full time. I've always done that kind of stuff because I love it so much, right? And so you're exceptional at things that you're probably not even looking at. As a chef, I can tell you I'm an exceptional chef, and I could just leave it at that. But the truth is that I was an even more exceptional leader and director in everything that I've ever done. And I realized, damn girl, you're a freaking good leader and you know systems and you know how to not micromanage and you know how to pour into people and you know how to develop mindsets and systems and processes and SOPs and communication and all of that. And I want you to think of that. Okay. How do you support people? How do you create other leaders? How do you look at standard operating procedures? How do you put systems together? How do you XYZ? Okay. And you're going to look at the top 5 things. Now, you might have a list of 100,000 things because a lot of us have so many skill sets in everything that we do. And if you're a leader in your home, that's leadership. Okay. So don't poo poo that. Okay. If you are somebody who is leading your home, you keep your home in it running like a well-oiled machine. You keep your kids running like a well-oiled machine. You support your hubby, whatever, or your spouse, whatever that is. Those are skill sets that some people do not have that you do have. Okay. So I want you to think about yourself in a whole, as a whole person. What are the 5 things that you can come up with that you have skills and wisdom and knowledge in when it comes to um, um, leadership or creating or having your own coaching business? I just want you to write 5. That's it, 5. Okay. Because we're not going to overwhelm you. All right. 5 skill sets. Yeah. We good on that? All right. Now I want you to list 5 passions that light you the frig up. Okay. What are the topics? What is it that you love talking about for hours and you don't even get bored? Okay. You just love it so much. You love talking about it. And it might not even be associated with work, but I bet you there are some things that correlate. Like, for instance, I love personal development. I love mindset work. I love spirituality. I love all that. And I incorporated a lot of that love that I have into developing the leaders that I have developed and into running massive teams, right? So what is it that fires you the frick up? Is it crocheting? Is it cooking? Is it traveling? Is it politics? Is it controversial stuff? What is it? What is it? Okay. I want you to think about that. Okay. Because you have a lot in you that people need. And for me, like I said, was personal development. Now I'm getting into health and how do I make myself healthy? What is it that I can do? How can I change my mindset and all that when it comes to that? But I speak to people who are actually health experts, right? Because I'm impassioned about it. All right. I also got into breath work, right? Just kind of like breathing when I'm feeling overwhelmed and excited, or overwhelmed and overwhelmed and overwhelmed and overwhelmed, right? Because we have that in our lives. So what is it that makes you passionate? God makes me passionate. I love the Lord. Okay. I love Jesus. I love him, right? What makes you excited? Write 5 of those things down that you just love freaking talking about. All right. And then finally, I want you to jot down 5 problems that you have overcome in your life or in your career. What are these issues that you've had to overcome? Self-doubt, shame, unforgiveness, team dynamics. I mean, there's so many of those, right? But I only want you to focus on five, because this is gold with your wisdom. Remember that, when a smith, I don't know what they call them, goldsmith, or I'm not sure what they call the guys who heat up the gold to take out the impurities. They have to heat that gold up so high in the fire for all of the impurities to rise up to the top so he can skim them off, and then it's pure gold. That is what's happening to you every time you're going through an issue or something that comes against you. Okay, so don't think that those things are horrible. I can't believe that happened to me. Why did that happen? I'm telling you, it happened so that you can skim off the top and have the gold that comes with that, the wisdom, the knowledge, the skill sets, the grit, the know-how, right? That is what comes up. All right. So I want you to be aware that these things are freaking gold every time you are going through any kind of obstacle that comes and bumps itself against you. All right. Because this is wisdom. Okay. That is positioning you for what you want to go through, what you want to help others go through. Okay. What you maybe were feeling deflated about or defeated about, etc., now can be used to lift another person up. Okay. So I want you to look at your list. Now that you got your pen, your pad, right? You got that, right? Okay. You're 555. Look at that. Where are your skills and passions? What have you overcome? What's the problem that you had to overcome? Okay. What are your interests? This is going to be the sweet spot in your coaching niche. Okay. Boom. Just like that. We got it down to like 12 minutes. What? Go ahead, Nina. All right. I want you to have a clearer picture of what it is you want to do when it comes to having your own coaching business and the direction that you want to take people in. Okay. Because that is going to be super important for you not to overthink this and just realize where you are really growing, where you can help someone grow. Here's the kicker, right? You don't just do this exercise and file it away. Okay. I want you to use it. I want you to create it. I want you to think of social media posts that you can do about this. I want you to start pulling in interest. Reach out to someone who might be struggling with something that you are definitely going through. What is that problem that you have overcome that person is going through, and reach out to them. That way you can start building your brand and your clarity around this. You can start getting feedback. All right. Because you have to remember that your experiences as a leader, whether corporate, at home, in your own business, whatever, it's not baggage, guys. It's not baggage. It's rocket fuel. Okay. It's rocket fuel to the coaching business that you keep saying that you want to do, but you have yet to do it. All right. Wisdom can change lives. Now freaking use it. Okay. No more strategies and blah, blah. And I don't know. And let me know everything for my coaching business. You need to start where you are. Okay. You need to turn all of that wisdom into your coaching wealth, period. All right. This strategy is for you to provide you immediate value. This is for you to implement ahora, today. Okay, to yield those quick results, to showcase your expertise especially when you are guiding other professionals or other people that you are trying to reach. Okay, I want to encourage you to have encouragement to encourage others. That's why it's a tongue twister. All right, so I want you to think about yourself as naturally leading others, and giving them guidance where maybe they don't have guidance because you didn't have guidance and you figured it out. Okay. Now, this is a free strategy for you. I know that it freaking works. And I want you to become someone who is feeling confident in positive in your journey that you're going to be able to provide practical solutions to making somebody else's life better through your service as that new coach that you want to become. Does that make sense? I hope it does. Because one of the things that I think stops us is that we just overthink everything, and we think that we have to be the magician of all things, that we have to know everything 100%. And the truth is that you don't. And if you don't start today, you will never start. It'll be 6 months, a month, a year, whatever, and you're still in the same freaking place. Now, this is why I created my program, because I wanted to take women from concept to launch to actually help them launch. And I have a team that comes alongside me and helps you with all of the marketing, the funnels, the automation, the build out, all of that stuff, so that you don't have to be the marketing guru, but at least you have a team that can help you with it. Okay. Now, take these 555s. Make sure that you implement them, because it's so silly if you have been thinking about starting your own coaching business to impact the world, and then somebody gives you some free resource and you don't do it. That's just silly. Okay. Now, write down those 5 skills that you want to master, or that you've mastered in your business. Those 5 skills. Don't overwhelm it. We can always add later to your program. But if you do too much, it's going to be too much. Okay. So I want you to just think about the 5 things: leadership, the mindset, the systems, the processes, the SOPs, communication, whatever it is that you have, you're really good at. Okay. I want you to write those 5 down. I want you to list the 5 things, the 5 topics and passions that you have, right? What are those? Because you're going to be able to see the link between all of these amazing things. Okay. Maybe you love talking about God and you love talking about leadership. How about spiritual leadership? How about talking to people in leadership about having the heart of God to help other people on their team? You see what I'm saying? Like, you can always intertwine what you're passionate about with what your skill sets are. Yeah. Okay. Now, I want you to look at this list and think about the 5 problems that you have had to overcome that were super difficult for you, but you freaking won. You got it and you won. Okay. One of, for me was my shame, right? I used to have so much shame and, being abused and all that kind of stuff, right? And so in my leadership, it showed up in the beginning when I was first becoming and emerging as a leader, because I was ashamed of saying anything. I didn't want people to not like me. But then if they did talk about me, because they always talk about the leader, right? Then I was ashamed, and maybe I don't know enough, and and then I started to have an ego, like, don't be telling me what to do type of thing. I had to learn a lot of pains, right? And so I want you to think about, what are the 5 problems that you have had to overcome in your life or career that are gold mines right now for helping someone else. Okay. Now, remember, you don't have to know everything. You just have to know what you know. Okay. And you'll learn the rest as you go. But you have to know what you know, so that when you impact somebody's life, they know that you know what you know. Okay. I got a lot of these tongue twisters today. All right. So look at this list. Put it into play. Think about all of these 555s and make it happen. Okay. And stop waiting for another day. Que era otra hora, que again, get another day and another day and another day and another day. Like, come on. Right. Like, at some point we got to cut the crap, and we have to just get to the point. Right. I'm a straight shooter. I am. I mean, that's why my podcast is called Straight Talk, No Sugar Added, right? I'm a straight shooter, but I do it with compassion and love, because I know that there's so much in you I want to snatch out and show the freaking world, right? And I need your help to do that, right? Because if I'm going to give you all of this, resources and knowledge and all of this stuff for you to utilize, then freaking use it and start changing the way you do things, the way you see things, the way your life is, because you freaking deserve it. Okay. Well, you are probably one of those people who have done so much for so many freaking people and have not paused to do for you. Pause. Do for you. Okay. All right. I'm going to stop yelling at y'all, because I'm a high energy and I'm always yelling. Right. So I adore you. I respect you. And I want you to start bringing out into the world what it is the world needs. Because every time you freaking way, you are doing the world a disservice because there's someone out there assigned to you to listen to what you had to say. And now they can't freaking hear it because you're too chicken shit to do something about it. All right, Nina. Sorry. This, you know what I'm saying? I just get all up in myself. Sorry. I love you guys so much. This is Nina Perez. This is Straight Talk, No Sugar Added, or Nina Perez. If you want to know more, hey, listen, go to my link, book a call with me. It's completely free, guys. I mean, seriously. And I will help you navigate this. Think about this. Think about what it is you want to do and how you want to do it. Because, hello, if not now, when? We're not promised tomorrow. All right, y'all. Until next time.